వచ్చినా బాగుందా 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 బాగుంది దాని లాగా సరగా బాగుంది ఇలా బాగుంది Class is what is Jitkin server. Tomorrow class will go for the what server? Config server, that is better actually. Tomorrow you have the class. Only the morning. Yeah, good. I mean, the Jitkin server, guys. I told the Jitkin server is for what purpose? Distributed tracing. Distributed what? Tracing. For the distributed tracing, you are going for the distributed tracing means like the distributed tracing. For the distributed tracing, you are going for what? A Jitkin server. Tracing in the sense like one microservice is communicating with what microservice. We have the tracks, right? Railway tracks are there, and in the stations they have the connected dots, right? Rail is going like this, blinking, no? Yes, or no? In movies also, you're going for the blinking. The train is coming fast. And how much time it is taking the distance, service to service, from one station to another station, how much time it is taking. In the same way, your microservice listing, you're sending a request, Venkatesh sending the request. Venkatesh sending the request to what? Venkatesh friend. Venkatesh friend sending the request to hostel owner. Hostel owner sending the request to what? Hostel beds. Then hostel bed is coming and hitting you what? Venkatesh side. Yes or no? It means the request is going for one microservice, multiple microservices. So we don't need microservice architecture, one microservice, one request hitting multiple microservices. And I should know I should know that what microservice is communicating with what microservice. I should know what microservice is communicating with what microservice. What microservice communicating with what microservice, and how much time it is taking to respond that service, and how much time that is spending in this microservice. Then see, the request is taking the 5 seconds. 5 seconds means what? When I'm sending a request, this microservice is taking 3 seconds. The two microservices is taking a millisecond simply. What seconds, guys? Milliseconds. See, guys, Bosch is there. I need to track that Bosch is calling to what person and how much time he is talking, at what time he is talking, and he called to what? Harati. Harati is calling to what? Bharati. Harati is calling to what? Like we need to track that all microservice like tracing, guys. I got it right. So activator means health details like matrix, servers up and down, what are details. But this is Chipkin is what details, tracings, tracings. Got it right? That is called what microservice architecture. To trace the request is going what place to what place and how much time it is taking. To trace this all information, guys, you are going for what? Jipkin server. So Jipkin server is a distributed tracing system. Distributed tracing system. In microservice architecture, guys, a single request may pass through what? Multiple services. Jipkin collect all trace data, show how the request flows across services. What the Jipkin will do? Jipkin will collect what? Trace. Jipkin will collect the trace data and show that how the request flows from what? Across the services. See guys, you should know that okay, what the activator will do, what the Jipkins will do, this kind of information. Because in real time we have a multiple tool to show this all information. At least the manager said like team lead said tracing means you need to understand. Okay, tracing means the microservice is communicating to what microservice and how much time it is taking. Because a single request, what is a single request may pass through what? One service or multiple services. What the Jitkin will do? Jitkin will collect that all the traces. Yes, sir. That's like something like in horror movies always horror movies they are making the connected dots, right? Who is talking to who, how much time, then he connected this one, finally he got the villain, right? Yes or no? Then who will do that? Jitkin server. Jitkin server will collect this all the information, guys. And go for that, how to download Jitkin server, guys. How to download the Jitkin jar. And website is jitkin.io, quick start, latest release, fine. Jitkin server, guys. Hey, one jar is downloaded. We need to just start the jar, guys. How to run the jar file means java-jar file. We need to start the start what? Jar. Hey, download the jar and start the jar, guys. That's all. Once if you start the jar, Jitkin server is ready. What server is ready, guys? Jitkin server. Jitkin default port number is 9411. 9411/Jitkin. So we have the admin server URLs, Jitkin server URLs, and config server URLs, and Eureka server URLs. Multiple URLs are there, guys. This is what URLs, Jitkin server. What URL you have? Jitkin server. See, guys, we need to get the clarity about last 2 points like trace ID and span ID. Trace ID and what? Span ID. What the trace ID like span ID means? Trace ID means every request is flow. See, at a time you are getting one request, n number of requests. Every request contains one trace ID. Every request is contains what? One trace ID. Trace ID. Like the request comes to the client. Assume that the request comes to one X person. It's like the request contains one trace ID. But the request is listing like one microservice or multiple microservices. See, I sent the request to Ranjit. Ranjit say to go to not to like that. The request going for what? Service to service, right? See, there is request contains a trace ID. One request contains one trace ID, guys. This request listing one place or multiple places? Multiple places, a place, right? Multiple services. Place and place. Place service like request is going to one service or multiple services. Every request contains trace ID. One request contains one trace ID. That trace ID contains one span ID. See, the request is going for one microservice, multiple microservices. Every microservice like span ID created. Every microservice what ID created? A span ID. So the request contains trace ID. The trace ID contains how many trace ID for the request? One. But how many span IDs? Multiple span IDs. Span ID is nothing but the request is flowing to what area to what area. That every area we can call it as one span ID. Nothing but that my microservice is my request is in first microservice, second microservice, 5 services. Then how many trace IDs? One. How many span IDs? That is called trace ID and what? Span ID. And that is called Jipkin server, guys. That's all. Jipkin server maintains is what distributed tracing system. The microservice architecture. One request flows through like multiple services. Jipkin will collect that all the trace information, display the trace information. Visualize the request flow, guys, in microservice dependence. Visualize what? Request flow. What's the point, guys? Simply can say what? Visualize the request flow and visualize the request flow. Visualize what? Request flow. That's it, guys. Visualizing the request flow. The request is flowing for one microservice or multiple microservices. Multiple microservices. See, guys, explain the Jipkin with the scenario. A user hit the front end application. The front end calls the API gateway. API gateway to what? Authentication service, order service, payment service. Jipkin record the entire flow, showing that what trace ID. Trace ID, like first one is go to what request is here? API gateway. API gateway is taking how many milliseconds? 15 milliseconds. Then what? Authentication service. Then what? Order service. Then what? Payment service. Showing the complete trace. How to download Jitkin server? Just you can go for this website, guys. Jitkin server you need to download. Go for the data, like download the Jitkin server. Jitkin.io. This is called Jitkin server, guys. Where I written the click on what? Quick start. Where is the quick start here? You please cross check once. I think in the menu bar maybe quick start is there. Yeah, this is a quick start. Click on the quick start. Once if you click on the quick start, now you got this data like this. And click on what? Latest release. Fine. Click on this what? Latest release. Once if we click on the latest release, guys, we got the error like that. What you got? Error. Click on what? Latest release. In Java paragraph, click on what? Latest release. This is Java paragraph. Click on what? Latest release. Wait. This browser is not good. You can go for another browser. Click on what? Data. And go for what? Quick start. In a quick start, you go for what? Java latest release. Okay. No problem. The problem is what? Comments. Guys, here you can go for the data like Jipkin server, Jipkin jar download. Go for the Jipkin jar. What you can say, guys? Download. Jipkin jar download. Click on enter, guys. Once if you click on enter, now see the guys, you can download Jipkin jar from the quick starter. Go for this one. Jipkin. Okay. Otherwise, he directly given the download. See, guys, the version is working or not working? Not working means all the jars are there in one place, right? What the place? Maven repository. That's what you can go for what? Maven repository. So guys, you click on this one, click quick start. Well, quick start is not working. Click on the refresh, go for the quick start and yeah, connected fine. Java, click on the latest release. Hey, you click, you got, you will get it. You check it, huh? But guys, otherwise you can go for the directly what download from what repository, guys, here Maven repository. See guys, this is a link. Let me click on this one here. If you click on this one directly, what copy the link and place the link in separate file. Executable jar. Once if I click, guys, you observe or not, download is started automatically. See guys, there's download is started here now. What is started, guys? Yeah, download is started. You see the download is done. The downloading is done. This is called what? Jenkins server like this. Yes or no? It is showing the 2 means what? Maybe previous batches already jar is downloaded, right? Yes or no? 2 means what? First downloaded, second downloaded. This is third as well. Yes or no? First downloaded, you should not get the one, right? First downloaded directly 5. Second downloaded 1. Third downloaded 2. That is fine. See guys, total 2 options. Sometimes this is not working, then you can go for the maybe feature also if I got the issue. Then again the problem download from the Maven central repository. Let me copy this and make for the reference purpose. Above is working, working, not working, go for what? Central Maven repository, right? Good guys, that's all. Then you can start the jar is downloaded, guys. If you want, check the downloads file here. This is a downloads file. This is what Jenkins, right? Good. You run this jar file, guys. How to run the jar file? Tell me. Open the command prompt. Command prompt open just open the command prompt. After opening the command prompt, what we should do? Tell me. Java space. Java space hyphen what? Jar space. Next one is what, guys? Jenkins. See guys, maybe previous versions I downloaded 2.3 like that, but latest version let me go with 3.4.2. Guys, once if you click on the Jenkins, now you will get your favorite pattern symbol like that, some symbol you will get. Click on enter, guys. Once if you click on the enter, now Jenkins is started. That is called Jenkins. That is what? Jenkins, guys. This is what? Jenkins. Guys, this is the name is like ZIP Jenkins server. See guys, Jenkins default port number. This is a default port number. You see the default port number, right? What's the default port number here? Tomcat default port number is what? Hey, in the paper I given how to change the port number. Million 8080 రాశారు. I told what? How to change the port number. అప్పుడు మీరు server dot port equal to something. మీరు 8080 అంటారు. What did I guess? 80. అదే క్వశ్చన్ తో సంబంధం లేదు. Tomcat deep port okay fine. Tomcat port means what? 80. ఏ పేజ్ ఎంత రాశాను? చాలా క్వశ్చన్ కనపడాలి నీకు. ఎంత రాశాను? 8080 రాసావా? చెప్పమ్మా ఎంత రాసింది? ఏది? 8080 రాసాను. మంచి పని చేసింది. Hey, that is called Jenkins server started, guys. Let me open that, the local host. Tell me, guys, port number is what? Local host 94. Yeah, just you can write just you can go with what? Local host. Yeah, go for the local host. Tell me, guys, 9411, right? Yeah, once if you open, guys, you get the Jenkins console open. Yeah, that is called Jenkins console. Yesterday class, what console is open, guys? Yeah, admin. Yesterday. Admissions are admin server. Admin server. Yesterday class is what? Admin server. You got the heartbeat, right? This is admin server. Eureka server. This is Eureka. Jenkins server, right? Yeah, this is called Jenkins server. This is a Jenkins URL. See guys, then Jenkins server is ready. So Eureka server means what? You are the Eureka clients. What you are? Eureka server means your Eureka client. Admin server means admin clients. Jenkins server means skin clients. You guys are what? Clients. What clients? You are the Jenkins clients. What you're going to do? You are what? What client? Jupcan. What client, ma? Jupcan client. Yeah, when you are the Jupcan client, that should not be like the Jupkin client. Then what dependency we need to add for the Jupkin clients, guys? Go for the Jupkin configuration. Okay, that is fine. Trace ID is fine. And what? This is fine. This all are what? Fine. This is called what? Fine. And that's it, guys. That is the Jupkin server. Jipkin. Fine. Guys, we need to go for the Jipkin, what we can say, guys, sir? Jipkin client, right? Yeah, fine. Jipkin client, you can go for the start.spring.io. Just you can go for the add dependencies. Let me go for the Jipkin. Go for what, Amma? Jipkin. See, guys, the Jipkin is simply what? Enable and expose span and trace ID to Jipkin. Span IDs, trace IDs. What is trace ID? Every request contains what? The request listing one place or multiple places. So take the position, guys. Position is a trace ID. Position is what? He's directly going to hostel. No. He's going to what? That hostel, this hostel, that hostel. Finally what? Main hostel. Yes or no? Yes, sir. Then what? Position is what ID? Span ID, trace ID. First hostel is? Second hostel is? Third hostel is? Final hostel is? Span ID. Those are what? How many span IDs, sir? How many trace IDs, sir? That Jipkin is what? Will trace everything. Jipkin will trace. Jipkin will trace where you are going, guys. Activator will check how is your health condition. How is your health condition? Because you are visiting multiple places, maybe what? Fever, headache. You will get the. Your health details are checked by? Health details are checked by? Your tracing is done by? Huh? You are registering? అది లెక్క ఎక్కడ రిజిస్టర్ అయినారు మీరు ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్ తెలంగాణ యువర్ ఇండియా యువర్ రిజిస్టర్డ్ వేర్ ఇండియా అర్థ పేషెంట్ భరత్ ఇందిరా no India. You are registered what? Hey, you registered where? Eureka. You registered at registered T20 of between Australia and India is what called off due to what? ఎక్కడో వైజాగ్లో తుఫాన్ వస్తే ఆస్ట్రేలియా అభ్యర్థులు ఆడపడుతుంది కదా అవి చూస్తా ఉందా ఇది కాదు ఏడపడుతున్నాయి వాళ్ళు బాగానే ఉందా వాళ్ళు పాట వాళ్ళు చెప్పారు కదా దూకినా మళ్ళీ కట్టి కొడుతున్నాం దాని దగ్గరికి వచ్చింది యువర్ రిజిస్టర్డ్ వేర్ అమ్మా సురేఖ వచ్చిందా క్లాస్కి రమ్మన్నా ఓకే ఇక్కడ కాదు నువ్వు ఎక్కడ రమ్మని వస్తారు క్లాస్ యూ రిజిస్టర్డ్ వేర్ you will be tracked by your health condition checked by ఇంకా చెప్పినట్లే ఏముంది అడ్మిన్స్ అవరా అయ్యి నా దగ్గర ఉంటాయమ్మా నేను ట్రై చేస్తా That is called Jipkin certificate. Add this dependency, I copy this dependency, guys. Click on what? Explore. Once we click on the explore, guys, go for the Jipkin data, guys. Here. You see, guys, Jipkin getting the multiple dependencies. Any activators we added already, fine. Keep aside. Jipkin is automatically taking activator also fine. Guys, this is called what? Micrometer. What meter, guys? Micrometer. See, micrometer, Jipkin. and what? These two dependencies we need to add. So again, this is called Chipkin.reporter2 and this is called what? Micrometer. These two dependencies we need to add for the both microservices. Then only what the microservice will be traced in the Jipkin server. It's not like Jipkin client. It's not like it. Just we can add the Jipkin dependencies in your what microservices. How many dependencies you need to add? Two dependencies. Wait, how many dependencies? Two dependencies. Yeah, you please add these two dependencies. What is that? What is a trace ID? Every request contain trace ID. What is trace ID? What is span ID? Wait, just here remember that Bosun request is what? Ghost is visiting one answer, multiple answers. That is what? That is called trace ID of what? Span ID. So guys, what is the configuration files we required? Like the two dependencies we need to add, guys. One is what? Micrometer. You add the Jipkin dependency, guys, automatically in the format XML file. So what is the dependency we need to? I think I could have asked. See guys, yeah, Jipkin micrometer will do. Jipkin will trace the individual. Jipkin will see we are adding the two, right? One is what Jipkin, one is what micrometer. Jipkin trace the individual request end to end. Micrometer collect the metrics about how the system performs over the time. So tracing is like Jipkin. Why did this particular request take so long? And micrometer, how many requests are slow on average? It means what? Tracing is done by Jipkin. Micrometer will check the request. What you can say? Metrics. Like what you can say here. Average slow calls. This is all information. Fine. And how many dependencies were total here? We add only Jipkin. You will get how many dependencies? Two dependencies. Then you can go for the two microservices. Where we have to add these dependencies, guys? Console. Form.xml, yeah, console add that. Okay, let's start dependencies, guys. You please add the dependencies here. That's all. So dependencies here. Yeah, I added the two dependencies in the currency conversion service. Add the two more dependencies in what? Here also. Go for the data these are dependencies. One is what? Micrometer, one is what? Jipkin. You selected dependencies only what? Jipkin, but you got one or two? Two. Three or two. Two. ఏమొచ్చిందిరా అందుకని dependencies two. One is what? Micrometer and what? Micrometer and what? Jipkin. What service it is? Currency exchange, fine. Well. Hey, that's all, guys. We done the project. You please start these all the services once. So Jipkin server is ready because Jipkin server is there is not separate project. We downloaded jar. We downloaded what? Jar. And make sure that background is always running, guys. Run out on this will be running background. Chicken server is running. Then only what? It can trace this all the request flows. Trace all bottom request flows. That's what, guys. You can select this all, right click and what start. Once it is start, once it is what start, click on what start. So your all microservices are registered in where? All the request goes from all the requests are goes from eight every request goes from huh? Flow the internet goes from all are registered in where? All registered in all registered in where? Your health details are checked by your tracing is done by Jenkins server. API gateway, Eureka server, Jenkins server. Yeah, background Jenkins server is running, guys. Once the background Jenkins server is running, background is what? Jenkins server is running. They'll be taking time, guys, to start the service. Please cross check how many services are running, guys. Admin server, API gateway, currency conversion, currency exchange. Last one is what? Eureka server. I think it's 8006, 8005. You please cross check that Eureka server to 3 services are registered or not. What are 3 services? API gateway, currency conversion, and please cross check the admin server both are working or not. Yes, this is called admin server and go for the 2. Yesterday some people are saying like here that is not showing what wallboard something like that. But ఇక్కడ కనిపిపోతే ఇక్కడ డాట్ is there na బార్లు ఉంటాయి 3 బార్లు కనపడుతుంది. సో అది కూడా తెలియకపోతే మనం చేయలేం లేదు. You can't do anything. Here it is not showing means what? Then you can go for what? Wallboard. See, otherwise you can decrease the size. Once if you decrease the size, then you will get what? Wallboard. Click on the wallboard. If you click on the wallboard, you will get the microservice, guys. See, 45 seconds ago, one instance running and what? One instance running. Fine, but now you should open what server? Admin server, Jenkins server, and Jenkins server. See, guys, this is a Jenkins server. Jenkins server is open. Once the Jenkins server is open, guys, go for the trace. See, guys, what you are going to trace here, we have the plus option, right? Can you see the plus, right? Yeah. Here you click on the plus operator. Once if you click on the plus operator, it's asking like what service you want to trace. What service you want to trace. If you click on the service name, then automatically you will get the currency name here. What the service name is here? Huh? Currency exchange. And go for the currency exchange and click on what? Run. If you click on the run, guys, then we get the message that currency exchange dot currency what exchange dot they're going for the activator what health check. What check is here? Health check. So once if we click on this one, so here it is showing all the trace information actually. The request is taking how much span it is here, one span, because this is the duration of the data. And click on the show means here it is showing like all the information, the different colors, different what colors. This is a span table you will get, the span ID. Okay, fine. Okay, fine. Okay, fine. So dependencies run a query. Dependencies are what? Run a query. Hey, here service name, what service name is coming? Service name is what is coming? Currency? Currency exchange is coming, right? Okay, can you please refresh once? Because main is exchange and conversion service. If I get the conversion service, so that the request is going from one flow. But this is exchange directly coming means exchange is a target. Exchange target means any information is showing up. No, that is not correct actually. Fine. Yeah, this is only showing what? Currency exchange. You please open this currency conversion file, format XML file once. We added this on. Spring Boot starter activated. Yeah, very good guys. We added this all nice. Add or not added up? Added or not added RAM? Like, as it is added. Now you see. Yeah, what happened? Yes, keep this what is system. It's coming this. Let me restart the Jenkins server once. Command prompt you can open and how do we restart the Jenkins server? Java space. You might call Balabu. So Java space hyphen what? Java. What you can say is yeah, JP 2.3.4 like this exe file you can connect. If you open this file guys, you can JP commit can commit we have the data like this file. And you please restart the last two services one time please. And go for these two services. What are two services? Currency conversion and what? Currency exchange. So remaining all this line, click on what start. Also if you click on the start, micrometer, radio reporter. Forward XML file is not updated. Because we change the forward XML file, so we need to better to force update. No? Okay, let me try once. Now we are getting no problem. We're not getting. I'll update the force update. Click on what? Service name. Any luck? There's no lag, no lag. Let me force update this one guys, currency conversion, right click and what? How to update guys? Manual, update project, all update and force update. Force update, click on OK. Force update, you click on OK. After force update, right click on what? Yeah, okay, fine. This is the number of issues. Click on OK. And right click on what? Click on the start. Once if you click on the start, click on what? Okay. And, just wait a second. Hey, now no problem. You will get it. 99%. 1% maybe fail. You need to check the words. Yeah, click on the start. Click on the proceed. Okay, fine. See guys, sometimes when you update the data, if you run from the dashboard, you will not get the that. You run it from what? Dashboard or from the project. From the project, you right click on what? Run as what? Springboard application. See guys, once if you run the Springboard application now, see Springboard application now. Now click on what? Proceed. Now see it is starting now. Click. What happened? Right click on what? Start. Yeah, that's some what else we have. Okay. Let me do one thing. Right click on start. Yeah, fine. Now it is starting. After starting Jenkins servers raising system, the request is goes to multiple services. Yeah, it is up guys. Now come to the service call. You can go for the Jenkins server. This is called what server? Admin server. Go for this is what server? Eureka server. This one you can go for what? Local host. Portal commands. And for development. Click on enter. There it is called Jenkins here. In the Jenkins you plus and what service name. Then you got it. Yeah, update. What? Update. What? Setting. Update. You click on update guys. Now conversion service you click guys. Now you click on what? Run coding. Run coding if you click guys. Now see. Run coding you click. What coding you click? Run coding you click. Yeah, run coding you click. That's it guys. You do one thing. You guys are like, you done the currency conversion tracing we are checking, right? What you are checking guys? Before checking the tracing, you send the request first. First of all, you need to send that question to what? Faster. You send it, then you check that how many answers he is listing. But question is here. Question is what? Here. Any tracing is happening? No. First you send what? What we have to send request. What we have to send? Request. Once you send the request, then you identify the request listing how many places. Are you sending a request as of now? No. You please send the request guys. Then you please go through the example here. Yesterday class, this is the body. Here we have the currency what. This is a local host is what. Double is what data is here? Gateway. From the gateway, what service you are checking here? Conversion service. What URL? This is the URL, right? Click on what button, press your send button. Once you click on the send button, you will get what? Output. You will get what? Output. Just wait a second, you will get what? Output. Once you will get the output, I need to trace that request. Yeah, now you got the output. Once you got the output means what? Now you trace it. First you send him. Today sender without sender. Without sending request, you don't think like where is my trace ID, where is my SAN ID, that case. First you need to what? Send the request. That case is thinking. That is a database. Request sending or not sending? Sending. Hey, now you click on refresh. These are the like activators health guys. Automatically the request is going for the activator health checks and these all the data. These are all about what URLs guys here? Activator URLs. Here any personal URL is there? Your service URL? No. But you are sending the request just now, you click on what? Refresh. Once if we click on the refresh, guys, once if we click on what? Refresh. Go for what data, guys? Here, plus operator. Just we can go for what? Service name, currency conversion. Click on the run query. Guys, once you click on the run query, guys, now you please cross check once here. Previously, these all activators are there. Now you see that your request will come now actually. Now, this is your request. What the request? AP slash V1 slash currency slash. These are like the activator tracings. Activator tracing previous side. Go for your tracing. This is your tracing, guys. How much time ago, guys? Here, a minute ago. Guys, if you want, how much time it is taking to respond here? 9.6 seconds. Because going for a long time, right? Go click on what button, guys? Here, show. If you click on the show, guys, here it is showing that the information about the service. What the service does here? Post URL, API slash V1 slash what? Currency slash total amount. Here it is showing that what it is. Here span table is there. See, this is a conversion service. This is a span ID. But the span ID, how much is here? 9 BC, something like this, is a span ID. Even yesterday class, you are sending request, you get trace ID, span IDs, right? Yes, sir. That is like a span ID, guys. This is server is taking the request. And server is what? Finish the request at what time, guys? Here 9.67 milliseconds. The URL method is what? Post. Outcome is what? Success. URI is what? URI is this is the URI. Endpoint is nothing but URI. Endpoint is nothing but what? URI. Local host 9999 server IP address is there. That completely can call as a URL. That is URL. This is called what? URI. What URI full form is here? Uniform resource identifier, something like that. Okay, you click on what table, guys? Here span table. You click on what table, ma'am? Span table. You click on the span table. You click on what table? Span. This is like span ID, and we have the. See, guys, this is like starting. You can see the trace ID. See this one, guys? Here. Duration is what? 9.6. Services are what? 1. Total spans are what? 1. For the trace ID, this is a trace ID. Wait, this is what? Trace ID. This is what the trace ID. This is what the trace ID. Yeah, that is probably your database. You write one point, I do one small notation. You write that once. That's one. That's all about the what's our base here? Jenkins. The Jenkins server is what? Distributed tracing system. If you are doing more sounds also, class up to 6 o'clock only, 6:30. Hey, anyone done the JWT token? Working? On the Jenkins server. What properties required in application or what properties required in application or property file to enable the Jenkins tracing in what? Jenkins clients. Trace ID, span ID. So in each step of request journey. How many properties we add into the clients? So one is the Zipkin URL. Second one is the 100% tracing purpose. Right, complete. What is the purpose of what? Trace ID, span ID done. What dependence we need to add in the Jipkin client? Click on add dependence, select the Jipkin. If Jipkin select this, then how many dependencies will get? Total 3. What? Activator, but activator we already added, right? Activator if you already added, no problem. If you didn't add the activator, you please add the activator also. So this request is contains like request flow API gateway to authenticate service to auto service to payment gateway. How many request IDs are created? Trace ID is 1. How many span IDs? Why the span ID is 4? API gateway 1 span ID, auto service 1 span ID, and auto service 1 span ID, and what? See, request number is like trace ID, but request is start listing what first service, second service, third service, fourth service, right? That is called what? Trace IDs or span IDs are. These dependencies you please add it down. After adding the dependencies, you need to what? Force sublet. The request is going from huh? You add the dependencies in the gateway also. Sorry to say this. The passages of flight number 1, 2, 3. Mention passages or passages. Sorry to interrupt you. You please add the chip key. Avinash. Because memory. Store number of store confession proof. Confession proof. You add the dependencies to gateway arrangement. Add the dependencies to what? Gateway arrangement. Then you can see the service name here. If you see the service name here, if you click on the service name, you see the service names. How many service names you get? 3. API gateway, currency conversion, currency exchange. Previously, I didn't add the properties. What properties? Like you're the clients, but you say to we'll go. Now చదువుకోదంటే ఇటు పెట్టిందా అలాగే అలాగే పెట్టిందో ఫోన్ పెట్టింది ఏం పని త్రీ సర్వీసెస్ previously added what previously added dependencies in what files conversion under you added dependency API gateway also because request is flow from what huh? That's what API gateways have the dependencies and the two properties that we create. So how many clients? GPA clients? 3. What is the? Because the request comes from API gateway to Exchange service to API gateway to conversion service to Exchange service. That is the request flow. Once the request is coming, how many trace IDs? How many span IDs? Like that we want to show. Previously coming and not coming. But I will not cheat you guys. If something is not working, I will check once why it is not working. Then I will update the concept. I'll update one no cheating. The person is what genuine person. I am the innocent person, genuine person. I don't want normal cool person. What person? Cool person, genuine person. It's not like showing previously trace IDs are showing or not showing. Not showing. I checked why the trace ID is not showing. Because see, 6 months back we discussed microservice. Again I started microservice. Batch to batch gap. Khatam. Bye bye. Goodbye. At least I need to document, right? Here a document something I will document, something I will delete. Finally I don't know. Again I need to what? Check from the started. Go for the API gateway. Now you will get the crazy very nice. The request comes from what API gateway. If you click on the API gateway, guys, you go to the postman. You send a small request to the service here. Go for the 7777 is from what API gateway. Click on the send button, guys. You got the request like we got the output fine, good. Just come to the tracing here. Click on what run query. Guys, once you click on the run query, guys. Yeah, this is the 5 minutes away send one request. Now this is what few seconds ago. See guys, the request goes from what API gateway. What request is going? Post request. Guys, if you click on this show, if you click on what show, now see guys, it's showing one multiple. How many traces coming? 3. Because first it is going from what API gateway. API gateway to here you can see all the traces. See, you see this what API gateway to currency conversion to currency exchange. So this is a URLs clearly showing what this is API gateway request. Then this is what currency conversion request. This is currency exchange. See, if you want in detail here, you can go for what span table. Guys, if you click on the span table corner side, we have a span table. You please check the span table, guys. How many span IDs are created here? How many span IDs are created? How many trace ID? One trace ID. How many span IDs? 4 or 3. The request is going for how many span IDs? API gateway one span ID and currency one span ID and exchange one span ID. But here 3 span IDs coming up, 4 coming up. Why tell me? Span IDs are 4 only correct. Why you think that? You see that the names first request goes to what? API gateway. The again request comes to what? API gateway. Why? Why means? See, this is taking 108 milliseconds. This is 19 milliseconds. This is guys 662 milliseconds start time. This is the duration taking. How many requests you got total here? 4. Sir, why 4, sir? Why API gateway is coming 2 times, sir? Because API gateway is coming 2 times, guys. Because the request comes to what? API gateway. Response is going to. Response request request tracing, response tracing. Big response tracing and request tracing. I told the response tracing and request tracing. No response tracing. Distributed tracing system, it will trace the request trace ID. One request contains what? Trace ID. Oh, this is a tracing guys. What this one is a? Tracing means where you are going, ante. Where you are going. You don't think like again you come to here. Your request flow. Request what? Yeah, flow. Cool guys, request flow. This is not no. Why this is coming two times means because the request comes to API gateway. API gateway directly not sending request to what? Currency service. API gateway hitting what? Eureka server checking that the currency service existed or not. Once if it is existed, respond back to what? API gateway. Yes or no? Yes, sir. API gateway directly hitting currency service. API gateway is hitting like first hitting what? Eureka server getting the trace like getting that Eureka current service present or not present, right? Yes or no? Yes, sir. The request goes to the Eureka and come back, right? Huh? Then API gateway second request sending to what? Current service. So API gateway first sending request to whom? Eureka. Second send request to whom? That is called two trace IDs required. This is a trace ID, this is a trace ID, trace ID, trace ID, and this is what? This is all the time, what time it is taking the data and all. Question you take care because every time, what time you are talking, how much time you are talking. First you went to what? Eureka, again back, again you API gateway only communicating with what? Currency conversion communicating with what? Currency. These all the services, guys. We cut it down. That is information. That's all. Clear, right? I'll show you one more interesting flow. One now you got the clear flow, right? Clear or not clear? Yes. Not clear means get out. We can't do anything. Because here API gateway the post is coming how many times, ma? Two times. Why two times? First time it is hitting what? Eureka. Why? Currency conversion is present or not present. If it is present, positive response, then currency response like that. See guys, that is a find trace. Second one, we have the dependencies, right? Now you click on this dependency, guys. After clicking on dependency, run a query. You click on run query, automatically you will get one beautiful diagram which is showing like trains are going one place to one place. One track is coming now. Yes or no? Now you will get the track. When I click on the run query, you will get what? Track. Exactly. Okay, that is a tracker. You see, right? This is the API gateway, first one. Second one, API gateway. This one is what? Currency service. And again, it is back, right? That's what is that is what dependency is. Hey, you click on run query. Once you click on the run query, you got one beautiful. See here, only three services are there. Links may be like first link, second link, third link. Only three lines will come. But real time 3 services, 100 services. Then you will get the communication flow like big circles and what. Now I will show you that. Click on what? Run query. Guys, say click on what? Run query. Click on what? Run query. Yeah, click query and click just I click it. Okay. I was not clicked. And let me click on this one first. Once you click on this one, hey, you got the trace ID, span table, all are clear, right? All are clear or not clear? Go for the dependency, guys. Click on what query? Run query. Now you get the traces like this, guys. What you're getting? Traces. You want me click on what? Run query. Yeah. So after a lot of struggles, you click on what? Run query. You will get the traces like this. You will get the traces like this. It's showing like can you see the signal, right? Hey, you can increase that. No, yeah, you can see the signals, right? Yeah, we content signals. The signals are going from what? The request is going from what? API gateway to the sorry. See this one guys here. Now the gateway to API gateway to what? Yeah, API gateway to what? Currency conversion. Currency conversion to what? Currency exchange. Control plus. Now it is going for like without screen. Yeah, that's good. Yeah, fine. Local host port number how much? 9411/WP. Please, 1 second. Yeah, this is the data. Fine. Click on water dependencies. Click on water run query. Yeah. Once you click on the run query, yeah, these are the three URLs, guys. You see the three once in API gateway. API gateway request is going to what? Currency. What you can say? Conversion. Then the request is going back to the currency exchange. You see the diagram, you get the like dot is going. Can you see the dots, right? It's showing like what communication. See guys, once if it is failed, you send the request, guys, you get the red lines also. Red lines. If it is slow, means green lines. You get a different lines actually. Different lines are different lines. See guys, here what service used by what service? What service used by what service? Currency conversion is used by. See guys, once if I click on this one, guys, currency conversion dot is there, right? You click on this one. Left side you get the graphs also. Left side you get what? Graphs. See guys, here we can get the message that. See this is like this service uses. This service uses what? This service uses one service. It means currency conversion uses what service? Exchange, right? That's what you got the message, guys. Trace request, like these are trace requests. API gateway to how many traces you are getting here? 2 traces. This service used by. So this is called currency exchange. This is what? Currency conversion. If you click on the currency exchange, you can get the message. This service previously you got the message currency conversion uses one service. But this one you see, this is uses one service, used by one service. Right? Previously what? Uses one service, now it is what? Right, right? Conversion, conversion, clear? That is the data. I think now you got the communication very nice, right? Yes or no? That's the data, guys. See, if I click on this one, you are getting this message, right? That's what you not share the data. Yeah, that is like flow. That is what flow. That is what flow. Like you can do like this, like this, like this. Going on. That's it. Going. Chala, one more time going on. Hey, you are doing with like you are doing with JWT token. You will get the trace IDs, multiple trace IDs you will get. JWT token means what? Again, it has to send the request to like authentication service, authorization service going back, right? You get the two main things, guys. So you got it. That's what the point is. API gateway, click on what send request, click on what 3 minutes I will got request, click on the span table. You see the span table contains the span IDs, and because it contains only one trace ID, this is called trace ID here. See guys, this is like total how many services are there? 3. See guys, it's showing like service numbers. First service, second service, and what? Third service. These are service numbers. How many services are there? 3. Because in that tracing, 3 services are involved. How many span IDs are involved? 4. How many services? 3. Span IDs are what? You got why 4, right? Because when you send the request to API gateway service directly conversion to URI call. Go to Eureka, right? This is spectacular dependencies. You go for what? Run query, then you got this flow, and the flow you got what? Who's going in the direction. You send the request. When you send the request, guys, then it అక్కడ సెండ్ చేస్తే ఇక్కడ డాట్ వెళ్తుంది. పర్లేదు కదా? You do one thing. You click here. Okay, you come here. Then what happened here? The dot. The dot is like, sending the request to what? Yours. Where is the voice over question? Two services are there, the communication showing very clearly like this. But if you see 20 services are there, then how the trace diagram you see? Looking more nice. We got it up. You please cross check that what is coming properly. Okay, that's it, guys. Any questions? Yeah, previously the problem is you take the fix for this one, fine. You didn't add the properties in what? All services. How many clients here? How many clients? 3. What is that? Gateway. Second one? Third one? Take the fix. Speak one. Dependencies you written up. These dependencies. A activator, API gateway didn't add the activators. You please make sure that as per the motion request, as per what motion request, you please add the please add the activator dependency also. Right? But make sure that if activator dependency already available, you don't place it. If you place it, it will going for like a duplication. Duplication possible. I mean, got it done?